Ay, muy buenos días. Buenos días, chamaquita preciosura. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I honestly don't have anything planned. I just wanted to film kind of a slow living, relaxing type of day in my life. This is actually the first actual weekend since moving, and it's been kind of a weird week for me because first of all, I got my period. So the motivation and productivity wasn't kicking in. And you already know me, I'm a natural procrastinator. So I didn't really do much this week. I got away with it, but I don't feel proud about it. So yesterday I was like, I want to ground myself this weekend, especially because I'm alone. My mom and my grandma went back to the city to finish a couple of things over there. They needed to sell some pieces of furniture, and so they decided to stay in my aunt's house for the weekend. So I'm alone since yesterday. Yesterday, of course, I couldn't relax entirely because I needed to work, but today I'm taking advantage of this solo time to reflect on all the changes that have been happening. It has been very useful that I literally documented my entire January, which was a pretty hectic month, if I'm being completely honest. It was a huge month of change and adjustment and chaos as well, that right now I just feel the need to be at peace with myself, especially because I'm recluded. There's not that much noise compared to the city. Also, I'm away from everyone, my family, my friends, and I know that doesn't sound like a positive thing, but after everything that happened on January, I'm like, thank God, because now I have an excuse to really focus on myself instead of distracting myself with other people. Does that make sense? So all of this that I just said has been circling in my mind during the entire week, and that alongside with me being on my period, being hormonal, and having a lot of things to do around the house to finally settle in, haven't allowed me to fully concentrate on work. And so I was behind on that, and I really wanted to fully take a day to get my life together in terms of putting my thoughts into paper and building an action plan of what I want not only my month but also the rest of the year to look like. So have been doing that. I just finished journaling over here and also planning my entire month of February, and yeah, this is gonna be a peaceful, slow day in my life. I don't want to have any deadlines. I don't want to be chasing time. I just want to go with the flow and do things as I feel like doing them and do things that make me happy. So welcome to this day. I'm just gonna finish my coffee right here, and I'm gonna pick up a book. I think I want to read By Yourself The Damn Flowers by Tam Core. It is a self-help book. You already saw me unbox it in one of my weekly vlogs from January, or Happy Place by Emily Henry. I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know, but I want to pick one of those and start reading. Afterwards, the only things that I know I want to do is plan my trip to Italy and Switzerland with my friend. I promised her that I would send her the quotes and the proposed travel itinerary for her to check out so that we can start paying it right away. And also, I opened myself a Substack. I don't know why, I just felt the need of writing. kind of Carrie Bradshaw vibes. I don't know why. I just saw one TikTok of a girl and she was talking about all the different platforms where you should start building kind of your community so that you not only depend on one single platform. And she mentioned Substack. So I got into that this week and I just had this spark of inspiration and motivation to start posting over there. I don't know. I don't really have a strategy. I do have a couple of content ideas that I want to post over there. I kind of want to post book reviews, journal entries, creative writing over there. I don't know, I just want to play with it, okay? Don't judge me. But yeah, I opened myself a Substack and I want to try it out today to see if that's something I really want to pursue or it was just an instant motivation and inspiration thing. And besides that, I've been wanting to watch Twilight, so probably we're gonna do that at night. And essentially those are the three things that I want to do today besides playing with the dogs, because as you can see, Hugo is right now with me. He's been adopted, he's officially mine and I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier to have Hugo and Peaches with me full time. My little kids, I love them so much. And also I need to pick up the house a little bit. The house is a mess because of the dogs. Let's just relax. Got the books. I think I'm gonna start reading this one at the end. He's literally barking to a bird. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start with this one. If after the first chapter I'm not feeling it, I am gonna move on to this one. I can't get over how pretty this is. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, we've changed locations because the sun was hitting my face very bad. And I'm just noticing a mosquito bit me over here. Or maybe a bug. I don't know. But yeah, time to sit in the garden. I literally just put a sun chair cover over here. I don't even know where the sun chairs went. Oigan, I think they're packed up in this little room right here, but I don't know what happened to them. I cannot find them. So I started reading this one and I'm actually really liking it. It is just very inspirational, and for the self-care girlies that want to improve at self-love, I think this is gonna be a great book for you. I cannot give a proper recommendation right now because I only read the introduction and the first part of the first chapter, which dives into love languages and kind of her background story in her self-love journey. I already knew about the love languages. Con permiso, coño. But she provided a new insight in the sense that, let's say, gift giving is your main love language. If you're giving a gift with minimal consideration for your desires, someone forgetting a special occasion, or simply dismissing the idea of giving a bouquet of flowers, it's your hurt language. I didn't know about hurt language. It was very interesting, and for each one of those, she gives you a couple of examples in which you can implement that love language, not for other people but for yourself. So that was very fun to read about and it gave me an idea. I've been seeing this Sorry. I've been seeing this trend on TikTok in which they basically talk about the changes that they experience in their life. It's just a simple yet fun reflection of how you have changed over the years, and I've been wanting to do so, but I was debating on whether it was too personal for me to post. But now reading this chapter, she talks about words of affirmation, and in the tips that she gives you to start practicing words of affirmation for yourself, she's like, you can start practicing recognition by writing a letter to your future self, and she gives a couple of prompts, and it just reminded me a lot of this new trend, so I thought I would just go ahead and write it, and maybe that can be my first post on Substack. I want to work on that, and we'll see how it turns out. We'll see if I end up posting that one. It doesn't help that these two have been fighting for the longest time. Like, can you see? They're disrupting my peace. They're literally like little kids, not allowing their mom to just be at peace with herself. No! Ya me doblaron mis cositas. No, es que estoy ocupada. ¿Quieres jugar con este? You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I used to do something very similar to this in Wattpad. Oh my god, full circle moment. This is just a clear example of many times in which, although I may change the path, I may change the interest, I may change the main perspective, at the end of the day I always go back to kind of the same concept of what I know makes me happy and what I know I want to do. Does that make sense? I don't know. Again, I'm feeling very philosophical right now, but story time. I've always been a writing type of girl. I've loved journaling. I have thousands of uncompleted journals laying around, and I always loved writing. So back then I wanted to do something with that writing. Felt creative, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna publish what I write. So I started on Tumblr. I used to post my journal entries, what I thought would sound poetic. I would post that on Tumblr alongside with a couple of pictures, and then Tumblr disappeared, and I always felt insecure of what I wrote. So probably every single year up until I was like 15, I would go through Tumblr, look at my writings, and I would be like, it's not good enough. So either delete them or just close my Tumblr profile and open another one. It was just stupid, but I used to post that on Tumblr. Then there was this app called Visco, VSCO. I don't know if that exists still. I think so, but I'm not sure. It used to have a lot of filters for Instagram back when the oversaturated trend was the thing. But besides being able to edit your photos, it was also an app in which not only you could post your own photos, and it was kind of a Tumblr but more modern, but also you could write things over there, kind of blog posts. So I continued doing that one, and it was the same exact thing. I would do it for a month and then think it wasn't good enough to just either close it or delete it, and slowly but surely the app kind of disappeared and I stopped posting that one. And I'm like, okay, maybe writing is not for me, but that was something that really piqued my interest. So that was that, and then I truly stopped writing all throughout high school. And then when I entered college, part of my communications major was journalism. We used to have, of course, writing type of classes, and there was one specific class, I don't even remember the name. Basically, the entire class was about being aware of the current events and write every single week a blog post, either about the current event itself or just a reflection based on a current event. So this class, we would have it once a week, and every single week we would go through to one person's writing and just comment on it, and he would provide feedback and a bunch of things. It was very nice. I loved the concept of it, but because of the topic and the perspective that it took, I wasn't really very fond of writing about that. But overall, during that class, we needed to create an actual blog where we could post these writings. So after I tried to open an actual blog and didn't really understanding how that worked, I decided to do it on Wattpad. And so I created a Wattpad story where each chapter would be my journal entry for that week. Let me log into Wattpad. I don't remember if I deleted my profile or not. Let me see, and I'm gonna show you. Some of them I was very proud of. Some of others I didn't really like them. But yeah, and now I'm trying to do a Substack, which is essentially the same exact thing I've been doing since 2012. Yes, I still have it. Look at this. This is the story that I'm talking about. My little oh my gosh. And I have a book idea that I started in 2020. Oh my god. I don't even remember what this book was about. Based on this, it is a mafia type of book. But anyways, this is the story that I'm talking about. I literally took this picture myself. This was my journal back then. And this book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Is that what it's called? I don't know. And this is the book, as you can see. Oh my god, no! What is this? What picture is this? Oh my gosh. So cringy. I'm not gonna lie, I think out of 22 or probably 3 were actually good. It was fun, but cringy. And this is why I used to delete everything back then. Right now, I feel like even if it's cringy, I'm not gonna delete it because it's just fun to look back to. And I think that's how you manage to learn and grow. Oh my gosh. I just finished writing my future self prompt and it was so much fun. Tell me why I spent the past 2 hours writing this journal prompt. There were so many things that I left out because again, this wasn't meant to be a huge, massive story. I was intending at the beginning to just fill 1 page and let it be kind of a short story. But then I got very inspired and I filled not only 2 pages but also an entire post-it. It's just a lot. And there's still a lot that was left unsaid. But while doing this, I remember so many things that if I could actually sit with my younger self and tell her exactly what has happened during the past 13 years, she would die of shock. There has been such a journey. It's just amazing to look back and to put myself into the perspective of my younger self, what she knew back then, what she had lived, and what she was hoping to live in the future. And now looking back at all the experiences and learnings, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, I was about to cry. This honestly just filled my heart with so much joy and pride for what I have achieved so far. It was very fun. I highly encourage you to do this exercise. I'm gonna link it in the description if you wanna read it and find inspiration if you wanna do it yourself. Right now it is already 4:30, so I'm gonna start preparing lunch. I'm getting kind of hungry.
get out of here fast enough. I mean, he's halfway home by now. Forgiveness doesn't work for everybody.
I am not hungry, so please don't throw anything at me.
Or no one is going to hurt you for saying your prayers ever.
What? Oh.
As you can see, it is dark outside and the day is technically almost over. It is 7 something. I just finished eating. I didn't end up going to see the sunset outside because I've had enough bug bites for the day. After laying in the grass, I have about 5 bug bites in my legs. Not fun. So didn't want to go outside again. I also was talking with my mom. She's coming either today, tomorrow. She doesn't even know. I also already cleaned the garden, so it is presentable for when my mom gets here. And the only plans that I have left are working on my Substack, watching Twilight, and continue reading. I don't have any other plans. I have light up a couple of candles as well to romanticize the vibes. Overall, this has been a pretty nice day. I'm not mad about it. I feel rested. I feel inspired. I have officially my first post in Substack. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't even have a strategy. I don't even have a plan. I'm just going with the flow here. So if you want to check it out, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. This was fun and we'll see what happens next. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Finish the entire evening watching Twilight. Watch it, scroll on TikTok, scroll on Pinterest. I want to do a Pinterest board and finish our day like that.
No lo corté desde la última vez que te vi.
Oh.
Okay, I know light looks weird. Whoops. I'm using literally my iPad screen as a ring light because I'm too lazy to get up and turn the light on. So bear with me in here. I am about to go to bed. It is 12:44 and I'm very tired. So I just wanted to end this video here. I didn't even finish Twilight. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun. It was such a calming and relaxing vlog. And I can't wait to do this again, I'm not gonna lie. As always, I truly appreciate all your support, and if you want to see a little bit more of my day-to-day life, feel free to follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm also active on there, and I'll see you in my next video. ¿Quién hizo esto? No. Bitches.